What's up? It's Carcino here, and let's get into it. Um, right now, your boy Nick Wright is in the driver's seat as he has Cris Carter's show. First things first. Now, first things first has taken a page out of a lot of people's book as far as, you know, the format, the setups, just another show that's basically just comes on earlier before shit skipping Shannon's show. But the thing about this show that is the detailing facts. And before we get into that, let me just state for the record, because it's a lot of people that probably just don't know. I don't know how they wouldn't. Cris Carter was relieved of duties from this show. Okay? And because he was relieved of duty and was terminated abruptly because of conduct and was removed from all Fox, organizations, period. Now, with that being said, they move. Now we come up to what they were going to do on the show. They eventually moved Nick and made the show his and put Nick Wright in the main seat. And now they have to find a co-host, somebody he could debate with. So the networks are using all type of tests to see who was the best guy to be in that chair. And naturally, they want someone in that chair that means something. Or somebody who has some stature or someone that could debate with him. Normally a former athlete, someone who would be, solidified in this position. And that seems to be the key. To have two analysts there don't quite justify it. And the dynamic that Shannon Sharp brought to the table is that he's able to sell it as a television personality and to be a former athlete. But Shannon always had this in him. This is always what we knew about Shannon. Now, with all of this being done and said, out of all the people they've had in the second chair, 93% of them have been African American. So you can tell the dynamic of what they're trying to accomplish. They're looking at getting a black point of view on the show. So right now, Fox has exerted every black analyst they could find and sitting them in that second chair. That's how they want to steer the show. And I'm not mad at them, for the way they're doing it. I'm just saying this is the direction they're going in. They had a meeting on, what was that, it was Tuesday. What they say in that email? It was like last Tuesday they had a meeting. During that meeting, there was so much going on at that time. And that meeting was something else, man. I mean, a lot of people are confused as to where they're going to go as far as the show. Will this hurt the ratings? Um, People just confused. But Fox wants to keep the show around. This is not a case of that. They're looking just for another host, period. And part of them feel a little guilty because, the way they did the whole situation with transferring, uh, the host situation and moving people around, it just seemed very unhealthy at the time. But for the rest of the world, this was something entirely. It was entirely different when it came out to them. They felt like we're younger, we can make it fresher than Undisputed and everything else. So that don't necessarily work out, as we all know. Now, here's another dynamic. It's a little bit of guilt because Cris got them the job with Jenna and Nick Wright. He got them the job. It's not like saying Cris gonna ask them to, walk out. Yo, man, walk out. They ain't got me there no more, man. Y'all gotta walk out. So that never was really the narrative. Now, the whole Cris Carter thing, where does he go? As soon as I get any more information on that, you'll be the first to know. Now, here's the situation here. This show is filmed in New York. The other show is filmed in California. So, of course, people are used to California. A lot of people, athletes and whatever, they all live in California, whether it's for business purposes. A lot of the businesses out there, it's all reflective of this is exactly where you want to be. California, New York. A lot of people don't like transitioning over to New York. Now, this show comes on a lot earlier than many other shows. So this comes on at like 4 in the morning. So imagine you got to be there at like 2 in the morning. So then you got to do this process over and over again. This is the early, early, early show. So when this is your 9 to 5 that you intend on doing, this is a grueling process. Believe me, it's 5 days a week. You're getting up this early. You got to prep, got to be prepared, got to be ready, and you got to know about what happened in every single game. That's crazy. So what's eliminated in a lot of this is family time. So you have to have a wife that is understanding of this process. And a lot of the candidates, this is one of the main problems and the drawbacks of them probably not taking the job, as it was told to me. The transition from New York to LA, and from LA to New York, rather, is the big sticking point with a lot of candidates that they're very interested in. A lot of them don't want to root themselves from California and to come to New York and have to get up that early and do these shows. Plus, they have other businesses like other radio shows on Fox and things of that nature. They're already employed by Fox. Fox really want a couple of people. They're very interested. They talk to their agents and express great interest in having them do the show as a co-host, but it would cost them a lot more money because that person would want a tremendous raise from uprooting his family from California to New York to do this show, and their children go to really good schools, and it's hard. And people don't. This is the side of the game you don't see. That's the side of the game that they rarely show you at all. You never see that. You never see that side of everything, and we don't know what's going to happen next. We really don't. We have no clue as to what's going on, who's going to do what. But I will tell you this. I want to be clear about it. Whoever takes this job is going to have one heck of a pay raise. Serious. You are going to have one heck of a pay raise. You know? Just think about it. You already signed with Fox. They're going to give you a huge payday. A lot of people don't see and don't know what the salaries are. This is a six figure income. Now, money is not normally the motivating goal for everyone. Like I said, people have good schools and they already have good raises and good salaries. Nick Wright has just probably hit the promotional button to where he's making decent money. You see, you're looking at a job for what they're doing, and that comes to about, I don't want to put anybody's salary out there, but on the average, they're making about 85 to 100K to be a co-host of of the show that they're on. Plus, there's perks. Whenever you're a guest somewhere on a radio show or here and there, you're making 10 here, another 25 here. You're making all these appearances on these different outlets, and you're paid in other different bonus perks. So at the end of the day, you can be walking away with 200, 300K a year. Easy. Now with this promotion to head chair, he's going to be looking at anywhere from 500 to probably 545, making probably 250 on his salary as a host, co-host. As the main host of the show, and everyone else will be fighting for that position. So it is what it is, folks. And I'm going to get out of here because once I'm still battling this cold, it's at the end of it now. I can feel myself coming back to being me a little bit, dealing with everything, and not feeling well is a very messed up situation. Um, on that note, I want to say thank you guys tremendously. I got to get out of here. We have a lot of things to take care of, and I'm out.